Miss Hannah Ross. If you will give her a hand as she comes forward. Hello, my name is Hannah Ross, and I am thankful that you are all here. I am honored to be up here today, despite wearing this funny hat. We have made it through this chapter of our lives, and we are on to do amazing things. After reflecting on my high school career, I have realized that some of the simplest forms of advice are what got me through the good times and bad. I would like to share some of them with you as we take our first step on our beautiful individual journeys. These are pieces of advice that we say to 5-year-olds that we really should tell ourselves. Be careful. The world is a scary place, full of temptation, evil, and brokenness. It is wise to take caution, especially as we are just entering into the world, and be on guard. We must stay strong in our convictions and be mindful in knowing that there is much more to life than the world around us, and society portrays happiness much differently than what is the truth. Use your words. Communication is one of the most valuable skills to attain in personal and professional settings. It can help you succeed and go far in life. However, on a more personal level, it is important to use your words to share how you are feeling. Being authentic and vulnerable in today's society is not encouraged by any means. However, when you are honest with yourself and others about where you are at in life, it makes a world of difference. It can bring healing and reconciliation to your life. Share your toys. We have been abundantly blessed throughout our lives. It is important to remember that as we venture to new places, there are still people who have basic needs that have not been met, whether that be food and water, a place to stay, or even knowing their value and worth. It is up to us to meet these needs through whatever means we have been blessed to share, whether that be through money and wealth, our time and dedication, or our ideas, intelligence, and God-given talents. Hold hands with your buddy when you cross the street. While this piece of advice may not be as relevant when we get older, this can mean something much more when you think about it. We are beings that long for relationships and community. This phrase means that when we are going through the worst times in our lives, when it feels like the wind has been knocked out of us and it's hard to breathe, when it seems as though the path you must take is one of the impossible sort, find a friend to clutch onto and share each other's strength. Be each other's support system and be real with them when it comes to sharing your fears and struggles. Life's not fair. One of the phrases that we hated most growing up, yet it is a valuable idea to our lives. The truth of the matter is that we cannot always control our lives, no matter how hard we try. Instead of trying to plan everything out, which will only lead to disappointments, we should practice contentment and have peace with the idea that our lives here on earth are insignificant when looked at by an eternal perspective. Spend time in the sunshine. I have been one of the biggest rule breakers when it comes to this piece of advice. It is so easy to get caught up in our to-do lists, social media, and in technology in general. We forget that there's playgrounds outside that are free for us to go swing on, even when it leaves you with a big bruise on your knee, as I still have one. We forget that just outside of our doors is a big, shining, skin-warming, life-giving sun. Simply by stepping through the door, we can experience peace in the songs of the birds and in the chirping of the crickets. You are loved. Remember that no matter how far you stray, there are people here in this room that love you and support you. But even greater than that, never forget that there is an all-knowing, all-powerful God who wants to know you and wants to be known by you. So even in the times when you are at your worst, when you feel like your best simply wasn't good enough, when you feel like you are a burden, when you feel alone, when you feel lost, or when you don't feel anything at all, remember that you have been created to contribute to the world. You have value and importance because of who made you and how he made you. We are all children at heart, so don't forget to love others, be a friend to all, mind your P's and Q's, and never forget the valuable lessons that we learned throughout childhood. Thank you.